We're going to start seated today. We're going to start a little bit of mobility. So let's come into a seated position. I'm going to mirror you. So you'll take the left foot onto the right thigh and the right foot behind you. I want you to take your left hand beside your left pelvis, your right hand to your right hip. Squeeze the right glute to open the front of your right hip and sort of twist the body. Maybe we look to the left. And then just bringing that right hip back down to the mat. Good, and then do that again. Squeeze and rotate, lift the hip. You should feel like your knee is reaching away from you here. And then just dropping the hip back down. Good, just getting a bit of movement into the pelvis, in through the thigh. Let's reach. And down. And then one more time. We'll reach. And good. Take the arms out wide to the side. Try to find as much length between your fingertips as you can, lengthening through the collarbones. Right hand will come to the floor. Turn the left palm. Bring your bicep to your ear. Squeeze the muscles on the right side as you push your left sit bone into the mat and reach the left fingertips up and long. And then contract the muscles, the lengthened muscles on that left side to lift you up. Taking the left hand to the ground, turning the right palm. I like to bend my elbow here, reaching the right sit bone away from those fingers. Try to find as much space on that right side as you can. One more time, that right hand comes down, contracting the muscles in that right side. Left arm lifts, create height, then dive up and over to the right. And then taking that left hand to the mat, right arm lifts. This time, I want us to turn our body, taking that right hand to the floor. So we're in a bit of a rotation here. Draw the shoulder blades down and press the chest forward and up. And then tuck the chin, bend the elbows, and roll the body down. Think like cat-cow. And then lifting the upper body up, pressing that chest forward. Take a breath in. And then one more time, we round, we bend. And then we press up and we lengthen and lift. Right arm sweeps up. Take the left arm up, grab either onto the left shin, the left thigh, and turn to a right shin or right thigh. Sorry, I'm terrible at teaching backwards. And turn to the right hand side. Just come into a little counter rotation. And then let's release up and we'll switch our feet. Take the legs over to the other side. So taking that right foot against the left thigh, have the right hand by your right pelvis, left hand to your hip, and then just squeezing the glute, feeling the openness in the hip, looking over to that right side, and then bringing that left hip back to the mat. So just notice that your sides may feel a little different. For me, in my own body, my right inner thigh is very tight, so it's very restricting for me to come down this way. Notice maybe you have a little more range of motion, a little less range of motion. Squeeze, twist, open the hip, drop the pelvis down. And then one more time, let's open. And then bring it down, taking the arms out to the side. Again, find the length, stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Taking the left palm down, spin the right hand. Lengthen through the right waistline, squeeze the left. Think about height, then the lean. And then taking that right palm to the floor, sweeping the left fingertips up. You can bend that right arm if you want. Try to find as much space down that left side as you can. Try not to turn the body here. Keep the shoulders open. Really contracting the muscles on that left side, lifting your body up, sweeping the right arm up, bringing the bicep to the ear. And then taking the hand down. I can feel my body just getting tighter and tighter as the days go by. Turning the body, taking your left hand to the floor. Lift the chest up, find a little bit of extension here, and then tucking the chin, bending the elbows, rounding the body down. And then lifting up, pressing the chest forward. Take a breath in one more time, exhaling, tucking the chin, rounding down. And then lifting up, sweeping the left arm up, taking it behind you. The right arm will come across, either grab the thigh bone or maybe the shin bone and just take a little counter rotation. Try to find height in your rotation. And then just releasing there, taking your feet forward. So you have your feet to the front of your mat, grabbing onto the thighs, but grabbing down a little lower, sort of right where the glutes and the hamstrings meet. Pull into the thigh bones and lift the chest. I want you to pull the collarbones wide. And then we're just going to allow that body to roll back. Let it soften, just holding onto the legs. And then bringing it back up. Breathe in. Again, thinking like cat-cow in yoga. And then, pardon me, exhale, just coming into a round, really softening. So I don't want you to think about any kind of abdominal connection here, just letting the body move. One more time. Sit tall. And then let it round back. And then sitting yourself up onto those sit bones. You'll breathe in, sweep those arms out in front of you. Soften the shoulder blades down. Feel the length in the spine, like there is a string lifting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. We want to maintain this height, maintain the length in the side waist as we lift the pubic bone, tuck the tailbone, and start to bring our bodies onto the mat, one bone at a time. Keep that length in your body. Try not to collapse all the way down to your mat. You'll reach the arms behind you, and then lift the arms up, tucking the chin. Exhale, keep the height as you curl up. Shauna, shoulders down away from those ears. Yes, sit up tall here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the pubic bone. Nice work, Laura, rolling down, great adjustment in the shoulders, Kirsten, all the way down. Keeping that height, arms sweep back, we breathe in. Use your breath here. So lift the arms, lift the head. Squeeze better, Shauna. Nice job. Good work, Kim. Beautiful roll up. All the way forward. Sit up tall. One more time. Rolling down. Good. Once we get to the bottom, we're going to stay at the bottom. Hands go behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Take your elbows and lift them up slightly just so you can see the tips of your elbows in your peripheral vision. And then bend your knees so that your feet are on the floor and you're sort of in a position to come into a glute bridge. Keeping the head down, you'll exhale, lift the pubic bone, tuck the tailbone, and peel your spines, your hips off of your mat. So we lift up. Good. Now stay here without dropping the pelvis. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. Yes, good work. Keep that lift. Lower the spines back down onto the mat. You're going to end in this nice curled position. So the head stays lifted as the bum lowers back down to the ground. Good. And then lower the head, neck, and shoulders back to the floor. So we start with that lift of the pubic bone. We curl up, keeping those hips lifted. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. And then we roll the body back down, creating that nice imprint spine. Come right to the tailbone, head, neck, and shoulders drop. We lift the pubic bone, we press into the feet, we squeeze the glutes, we roll up. Lifting the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Beautiful. And then we roll down bone by bone. One more time. Bringing the head down, tucking the tail, lifting that pubic bone, curling up, feeling the abdominals working to lift, curl the upper body, and then lower the head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat. Keep that, or those hips back onto the mat, my bad. Keep your hands behind your head. Let the head, neck, and shoulders lower, and then exhale, let's curl the upper body up, trying to keep the pelvis relaxed. Don't squeeze your glutes. And we lower down, we breathe in. Now, as we do these curls, I want you to maintain the length in your body. Lots of lengthening in our class today. So as we lift up, it's not about trying to press the ribs to the pelvis. We want to feel a real spinning action of the ribs. So let those ribs spin inside you as you feel the back of your ribs stretching away from your pelvis. It's not about lifting high, it's more about that flexion and the curl forward. If you look down to your belly, you want to see the abdominals drawing down as you lift up. Let's do 3 more. Use that strong exhale breath to lift. See if you can pick one more of the vertebra up off of the mat as you curl. Last one, hold it here. Keep the lift. Shoulder blades are hovering off of the mat. Hold this 4 breaths in, and then on the exhale, turn your bodies to the right. Back to center. Move from the ribs, not the head. Turn your bodies to the left. Exhale. Back to center. Good. Turn the body to the right. Kim, pull that left elbow back. Back to center. Good. Turn to the left. Back to center. So it's just a nice rotation. Let's go one more each side. To the right. Good. And then to the left. And then through center and come all the way down. Take your hands by your side. Maintain that imprint spine as you float both of your legs into tabletop position. Head, neck, and shoulders stay connected to the floor. Exhale, tap your right toe down to the mat. Squeeze the glute. Good, and then lift it up. Now try not to bend the knee as you tap the toe. Yes, you want to push the leg away from you. Nice work, Shauna. Good job. Allie, drop your head down to the floor and just have your hands by your side. Legs in tabletop, Allie. Lift those legs up. Yes, and then just a little tap. Good. Kirsten, slow it down just a little bit so you feel the squeeze of the glute. That's better. Good. We'll go 4 more. So I want you to activate the back of your legs as you tap those toes for 3 and 2. One more time. And then squeeze your legs together, knees, ankles, inner thighs. Heavy the back of your ribs into the ground, and then exhaling both of your toes down to the floor. Squeeze the muscles between your 2 hip bones and lift. I want you to squeeze those inner thighs together. And from that place of the squeeze is where we want to draw those toes up from. So really finding our midline. Tap the toes, squeeze the glutes, inner thighs are tight. It's like we're lifting the legs up from the belly button. Good work. Squeeze. Now notice the ribs want to lift, the belly wants to pop, the hips want to shift forward. Exhale, keep all those core muscles tight, ribs heavy, pelvis heavy. Let's do 2. One more time. Keep your legs in tabletop, taking the hands back behind your head, interlacing your fingers, curling the upper body up, pointing the toes, send both legs out long, exhale, and then draw those toes back in, breathe in. Point the toes, press out, exhale. Good, and then in. Squeeze those legs together. So when the legs are straight, you feel glutes and quads. When the knees come in, you feel those inner thighs. We'll do 2 more like this. Good work. One more time. And then I want you to flex your feet, pressing the legs out. Exhale. We push and drive through the heel. And then pull those legs back in. And then push and drive through the heel. This is like footwork on the reformer. 3 more. Allie, bring your toes together. So we're not in a V position with the feet. You're a little ahead of me there. Last 2. Good. One more time. And then take the heels together, toes apart, pull the knees apart like a frog. Exhale, press the legs out, zip your inner thighs together, and then draw those legs back in. I want you to really feel the abdominals doing the work to pull those knees in. Imagine a band from your belly button to your heels. And you're stretching that band as the legs extend out, and that elastic energy is pulling those legs back in. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then bringing the knees all the way in, giving them a little squeeze in toward your chest. Good work. Taking those hands back behind your head, curling the upper bodies up off of the mat. Squeezing those knees together. So knees are squeezed. Laura, lift your feet up back into tabletop. Yes. Upper body lifts up and curls. Now take a breath in. Exhale. Both legs are straight out. You're going to inhale, pull both knees towards that right elbow. And then exhale, send the legs straight out. And then pull both knees in towards the left elbow. And then press straight out, both knees in towards the right elbow, and then straight out. So Shauna, bend your knees for me. Yes, press the legs straight out. So you're going to push them away from you, just like we did before, and then pull them in on a diagonal. So you're pulling them towards your right elbow. Good, and then you're pressing the legs out, straight out, and then you're pulling them back towards the left elbow. There you go. Let's go 1 more on each side. Good. And then bring the knees in, lower the head, hands by your side. Keep your legs in tabletop. You're going to roll both of your legs over to the right-hand side and pause. Now only go as far as you can maintain the connection in your abdominals. Straighten your left leg. Knees stay together. So Shauna, bring that left knee back to the right, and then roll yourselves back through center. Bend that left knee. Legs over to the left. Knees stay connected. Straighten your right leg. Roll back through center. Bend both of your knees. Legs over to the right. Good. Straighten the left leg. Heavy the left rib. Roll through center. Bend both knees. One more time like this. Legs to left. Straighten right leg. And roll back through center. Bend both knees. Take your legs to the right. Both of your legs will straighten like you're pulling your toes towards you, and then roll the body back through center. Bend the knees. Take your legs over to the left-hand side. Straighten the legs. Yes, nice work. One more time. Bend, over, straighten the legs. Good work, Kirsten. Back through center. Last time. Straighten the legs. Keep them straight. We take the legs over to the right-hand side. Press the left hand heavy into the mat. Heavy the left rib. Squeeze those legs together. Roll through center. Take the legs over to the left. Heavy the right hand into the mat. Heavy the right rib. Back through center. Exhale. One more time to the right. Keep those legs connected. Back through center. One more time to the left. Back through center. Knees into chest. Grab onto the right shin bone. Straighten the left leg out onto the mat and pull that right knee in towards you as you squeeze the back of that left leg. So Laura, try to squeeze the back of your left glute and hamstring so maybe you get a little straighter leg there. But let your foot just rest. Yes, that's perfect. Good. And Allie, you can drop your head down. We're just going to do a little stretch here. You're waiting for single leg stretch there. Not yet. And then let's switch and do the other side. Great work. All right, both of your legs will be out long. Point your toes and interlace your hands back behind your head. Straighten your legs, Kirsten, once you're going to shimmy yourself back there. And then I want us to curl our upper bodies up so that we can see our toes. So you're going to curl up so you can see your toes. Allie, keep your legs down on the mat and just curl the upper body up. Yeah, so we can see our toes here. You'll take a breath in and then lift that left leg straight up from the strength of the belly. Good. And then lower that left leg down. And then we'll do the right leg. Imagine you have no leg muscles, and the only muscle you have to lift the leg is the abdominals. And then lower. Good. And then we take the left leg, we lift, connect the thigh bone into the pelvis. Feel that connection of the leg into the deep belly. Take that right leg and lift. Good. One more time, left leg lifts. Good. One more time, right leg lifts. And then lower the head, neck, and shoulders down to the ground. You'll breathe in on the exhale, curl the upper bodies back up again. Now here I want you to really connect that lumbar spine down into the mat. So lengthen the low back. You're going to take the right leg, lift it halfway up. So not all the way. Good. Hold it there. Press the low back down. Pick the left leg up to meet the right. And then both of your legs lower together. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. So I really want you to feel that deep connection of the legs into the belly. Curl the upper body up. Take the left leg up, just about 30 degrees. Push the low back into the mat. Lift that right leg to meet the left, and then lower both of your legs down. Now, option is to keep doing that. Or curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Squeeze your legs together. Exhale, float both of the legs up 30 degrees. Lower the legs down. Head, neck, and shoulders down. Two more like this. Exhale, curl up. Pull those legs up. We call this the 100 curl right here. Lower the legs. Lower the head. And then one more time, exhale, upper body lift. Nice work, Shauna. Lift the legs, hold it here. We're going to stay in this 100s curl. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, deepen the belly. Two more times, breathe in. Exhale, maybe hover the upper body an inch higher. One more time, nice work, Kim. And then everything comes down onto the mat. Flex your feet. Take the arms straight back for the roll up. Lifting the fingertips to the sky, curl up just so you can see your toes, just so you can see your toes. Yes, good. Now, imagine there's a cactus resting on your abdominals. You're going to roll up and roll over that cactus without pricking yourself on that cactus. Kirsten, great roll up. Stretch forward, keep that contraction of the belly. It should feel like an abdominal curl here. And then starting from the tailbone, you will articulate your spines back down to the mat. Move the pelvis until the back of it connects. Reach the arms back. Let's do that again. Let's curl up just so you can see your toes. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Hug the belly in. And then use those abs to drag your body over. Good work, Kim. Stretch forward. Squeeze the abs. And then roll down. Do you guys ever drive with someone and they're driving really fast and you kind of are pushing on an imaginary brake that you don't have? Yeah, I'm kind of doing that right now as you're doing the exercises. Even though I'm not there, I feel it. I'm like working for you. I'm pushing my body to try to help you get up. One more time, lift the arms, tuck the chin, curl up, squeeze the belly. Yes, Kirsten, good work. Allie, nice job. Laura, beautiful roll up. Good. And then let's come all the way down. Rolling down. And then we're going to take the hands and rest them by our side. Press your feet into the floor by bending your knees and have the feet on the mat. Good. So we've been doing a lot of rolling of the spine, a lot of articulation of the spine. Let's take that spine now into more of a stable position, like you have a steel rod up your back. So those abdominals are going to work more for support. And we're just going to press up into a glute bridge. So we have two different kinds. We have that rolling glute bridge. This is more of a hinge. So I want you to feel the thigh bones and the pelvis moving, and then you tap the bum back down to the mat. Good. And then we hinge up. Nice work, Laura. Good. And down. Allie, head down, hands by your side, bend your knees. We're going to do a glute bridge. So just hinging the hips up. There you go. Perfect. And then tapping down. So as you lift up, I want you to feel a space opening in the front of your pelvis. And then as you come down, it's like there's suction in the pelvis to pull the thigh bones deep back into the pelvis. 5 more. Good. So you're really feeling that extension and the flexion of the pelvis. Let's go for 3. Good work. 2. One more time. Lift up and hold it here. Now, imagining we have our pelvis is like a typewriter. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to use that analogy for. You take your pelvis and move it to the right, like a typewriter would move to the right, and then take the pelvis and move it to the left. So we're not dropping the hips. We're not moving too much to the thigh bones. We're just sort of shifting the hips from the right side to the left. And what you should feel is getting a little bit more body weight into one side. Shift over to the left. The left leg gets a bit heavier, shift over to the right. Let's go one more time, shifting to the left, and then shifting to the right, and then coming back through center. Now we're going to change it. You're going to lower the left side of your pelvis down as the right side lifts higher. So we're going to rotate the pelvis, and then you're going to push into that left foot, pick the left side of your pelvis up, let the right side drop down. And then you pick the right side of your pelvis up, let the left side drop down. Good, and then you pick up the left side as the right side drops. Try not to do that typewriter movement anymore. So no longer are we going side to side. It's just like a steering wheel would turn in a car. You should feel some hamstrings working here. Let's go for 3. And 2. And then last 1. And then rolling yourself all the way down. Take your right leg into tabletop. Take your right hand onto the outside of your right shin bone. Take your left hand onto the inside of your left knee. Give that a little bit of a squeeze, and then curl your upper body up off of the mat and kind of guide your knee towards your nose and straighten the left leg long on the ground. So lifting the left leg up. I'm sorry, I should have said that. So lifting that left leg up. Kim, slide your left hand down so it's on the inside of your knee, like you're squeezing the leg. Yes, there you go. Lower that left leg a little bit. Everyone except for Laura, drop the left leg down. Yes, there you go. Now, curl the head towards the thigh just a little deeper. Good. And then we're in that, I'm going to hold you here for a sec. You're going to hate me, but here we are in that hundreds position again, right? We've been here a couple of times. So connect the thigh bone into the belly, and then let's switch the legs. Single leg stretch, and we switch, and we switch. So you're grabbing onto that leg. You're pulling it in. You're guiding it in, guiding it in. And as you let go of the leg, the upper body stays connected. Finding that hundreds position every time that leg straightens. Let's go 6 and switch, and 5 and switch, and 4 and 3, last 2, and 1 more. Both of those knees come in for double leg stretch. So we want to maintain that curl of the upper body, drawing those knees in, and then sending the arms back, legs back. Here we go, hundreds curl again, right? Circle the arms, knees come in. Do that again. Inhale, keep that lift of the body. Sweep those arms around, pull those knees in. Curse and tuck your chin and lift up higher with the upper body. Yeah, there you go. Let's go for 3. Exhale in, lower. Try to stay lifted. Last 2. Squeeze those quadriceps. Good work, Kim. Nice job, Shauna. One more time. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to the crisscross or bicycle abdominal. So left leg extends and bring that left elbow to right knee. Right leg extends and left leg extends. Good. Try not to twist. I shouldn't say twist, but lean. Find more rotation. Draw those knees in. Let's go 8 and switch, and 7 and switch, and 6 and switch, and 5 and 4. Last 3, 4, 2, 1 more, and then taking the legs down onto the mat. Grab onto the back of your right leg. So holding onto the hamstring, straighten the right leg straight up and give it a little bit of a stretch. You can give that foot a flex. It's called dorsiflexion, and a point plantar flexion. You can circle the leg. Or not the leg, the ankle. And then let's release that and grab onto the back of your left leg. Take it into a hamstring stretch. And then taking your left leg down to the ground, placing your hands back down by your side and straightening the right leg right up towards the sky. So having that leg as straight as it'll go. Kim, everyone straighten your left leg as well. So the left leg's straight on the floor. So left leg's long. Yes, there you go. Good work. So let's activate that right quadricep, lengthen your right waistline, and then start to make some circles of that right leg in the air. So circling the leg around. Now only move in the range of motion where your pelvis doesn't move with your leg. We'll go 3, 2, circle the other direction. So keep that activation of that right quadricep. Keep squeezing the right quadricep. Move that thigh bone from that ball and socket joint. Good. Keep your right leg lifted. Hands behind your head. Curl the upper body up so you can see your left toes. And then let's circle that right leg in the air again. We circle 5, 4, 3, 2. Circle it the other direction. We go 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the curl. Hover the left leg 30 degrees off of the mat. Find your hundreds curl. Keep that left leg still. Right leg circles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold this scissor leg legs. Grab onto the back of your right calf. Both hands to the back of your right calf for single straight leg stretch. We switch legs. Pull the left leg in. Switch legs. Pull the right leg in. Every time you grab onto the back of your leg, try to straighten it. Shauna, try to grab the calf rather than the hamstring. Grab up higher. There you go. And then bend your elbows and pull that leg towards you. We go 4 and switch. And 3 and switch. 2, 1. Hugging the knees in towards your chest. Let the body sway a little. Let it rock a little. Release the hips. And then taking the right leg long onto the mat. Straightening the left leg up towards the sky. Hands by your side. And let's start with our small leg circles. So just circling that left leg. So Shauna, release the hands from the back of your hamstring. Yes, and we'll just start with those circles. Allie, head down, hands by your side for this one. Good. and then circle the leg the other direction. So again, we're only moving that leg in the range of motion where you can maintain that nice stable pelvis. And good, keeping that leg lifted, hands behind the head now. Curling the upper body up so you can see your thigh, or see your toe, I should say. And then let's circle again. We circle 5, 4, move from that ball and socket joint. Don't just move your foot, but move the whole leg. Good, and then switch directions. And then pausing here, hovering that right foot off of the mat about 30 degrees. Lower it a bit lower, Kim, and then circling that left leg in the air. We go for 5. Don't move your right leg. 3, 2, make sure we're breathing. Switch the direction, go the other way. We're going right into single straight leg stretch after this. So take your hands, grab onto the back of the left leg, pull it in towards you, and then let's switch and pull, and switch and pull, and switch and pull, and pull. Be active in the legs. Be strong as you move them. 6, switch, and 5, switch. Feel the upper back working to pull the leg in, and 3, feel that stretch in the hamstring. 2, and 1, and then hugging those legs in towards you. Great work. Give yourself a little rock from side to side, and then just press yourself into a seated position. Have the feet a little bit further in front of you than if we were in a back bridge position. And then let's grab onto the right leg, pull the right leg up off of the floor, and then straighten that right leg out. Okay. I'm going to apologize for the lack of range of motion I have these days. I want you to reach and grab onto the calf. All right, you're going to bend the elbow. So we're in that same position we were in single straight leg stretch. Keeping your right leg where it is in space. So don't move it. Don't bring it with you. Walk down your leg. Now, you don't have to come all the way. You go to where you can stay in control, and then exhale, and we lift our body back up. Good. Shauna, watch those shoulders. Keep them down. Do that again. Exhale. Walk down your leg. Good. And then we crawl up. This is like the roll up here. This is the same feeling you want in teaser. One more time. We walk down the leg, keeping the shoulders square, using the abdominals, walk up, and then let's pull that leg towards our nose for a little bit of a deeper stretch in the hamstring. And then take your right foot onto the mat. Pick up that left leg. Grab onto the back of the hamstring. Straighten the leg. Yes. And then I want you to find that sort of same feeling as single straight leg stretch. Grab onto the calf for me. And then let's walk down the leg. It's called climb a tree. So we start to walk down the leg, staying in the center of your spine. Good job, Laura. Then we walk and climb up that leg. Try not to pull too much on the leg as you walk up it. Good. And then we walk down the leg. And then we walk up. Try not to pull too much on the leg as we lift. One more time, we come down. And then we lift up. Good work. And then let's come all the way down. Straighten the legs out onto the mat. Come right down onto your back. All right, taking those arms, sweeping them behind you. Whoever had 30 weeks and the when does Haley stop doing teaser in the pool, you win. Take the arms, lift the arms up, tuck the chin. Let's find our teaser. Bent knees are straight. Yes. So lift up. So we've done all of these parts. Kim, that was perfect. Good work. So we want to feel that moment where we get into that hundreds position. Then we use the core to lift up. And then let's come all the way back down, rolling through the spine. Beautiful, Laura. Do that again. So sweep the arms up, tuck the chin. Find that hundreds connection, Kirsten. Great job. Nice teasers, everyone. And then come all the way back down. Good. One more time. We come up. Pick those legs up. Find your teaser. We lift. Shauna, can you lift the legs up? Can you come into teaser here? Yes. There you go. So legs are up. Now keep those legs up. Arms reach out. You can bend your knees. And then don't move the legs. Upper body down. And then upper body up. Yes. Upper body down. So legs are up, Kim. And then upper body up. One more time. Upper body down. Don't move the legs. You got it, Shauna. Upper body up. This doesn't need to be pretty. And then come all the way down and we rest. Good work. Let's come onto our sides. Thank goodness. Come on to the side. Let's start on our right side so we're all on the same side together. Slide that right arm underneath you. Bend your right knee. Straighten the left leg. Line your left heel with the left hip and the left shoulder, but that right knee is forward for stability. Take your right hand, or left hand, sorry, wrong side. So left heel, left hip, left shoulder, left hand to left pelvis, and lengthen that left side. Squeeze your left glute muscle, and then pick that left leg up and down and up. So we want to keep that alignment as if your heel is sliding up a wall. Now make sure we're not rounded forward in that upper body. So open up your chest. We go 5 more. Pushing that bottom knee into the ground. Your foot just is in a nice neutral, relaxed position. Notice that bottom waistline. Try not to shorten it as the leg lifts. Now, pick the leg up, pull it back just a little bit so the heel is slightly behind the pelvis, and then we lift and lower the leg, and lift and lower. So we just have that leg in a bit of extension here. Lift and lower. Good work. Good. We'll go 5 more. Good. 3. Squeezing that glute. 2. And now hold that leg up. I want you to turn that top leg internally just slightly. So the toes just slightly turn to the ground. And then pull that leg back as far as you can without the spine coming into extension. So feeling a really deep squeeze into the butt. Tap the toe to the mat and then lift. Tap the toe and lift. So that leg is as far back as it'll go without coming into extension and through the spine. So really getting deep into those glutes. 5 to go. Lift and tap 4. Lift and tap 3. And 2. One more time. Now turn the foot back to neutral. Pull that top leg forward. I want you to pulse 1, 2. Point the toe, swing it back. Flex the foot, pull it forward. We pulse 1, 2, point, swing back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 2. Inhale. Exhale. Swing it back. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale and swing it back. Now bring your knees together. Slide yourself up so you're in a sort of a kneeling side plank position. And then let's come into a kneeling side plank. So picking yourself up into a plank. Press out of the shoulder. Feel as if your elbow could really slide and hug into that waist. Now options, stay here. Maybe take that top leg, bring it forward. Maybe take your bottom leg and bring it back. Take that top arm, whether you're on your knees or on your toes, and wrap it underneath the bottom. And then lift up, we breathe in. And then exhale and we rotate and twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. 2 more, lift, feeling open all to the front of the body. And then twisting the ribs. 1 more time. And then twist. And then flip yourself into a plank position on your forearms. So coming onto those forearms. So you're just going to come into a front plank there, Kim. Good. I want you to squeeze the left quadricep, squeeze the right glute, and float the right foot an inch or 2 off of the mat. Good. And then lower it down. And then other side. Good. So we want those hips in line with the shoulders. So Kim, drop those hips slightly. Laura, drop your hips slightly. And then when we pick the leg up, make sure the pelvis doesn't lift with it. So it's a real squeeze of the glute to lift. Good. We'll do 4 more each side. Shauna, try to pull the shoulder blades down the back of your ribs slightly. That looks better. And then just tuck the tailbone slightly between those sides. Perfect. Good. Let's go for 2. And 1. And then take the knees down. Take a quick little shell stretch, child's pose. Drop those sit bones back to your heels. And then let's flip onto our left side. Laying on the left, having the ear onto the bicep, bending your bottom knee, pressing it into the floor, lining the right heel. And I promise I will have my tree down next week when I see you. I'm not quite ready to let go of it yet. Heel, sit bone, shoulder in a straight line. Make sure that bottom waistline is lifted. Top waistline is long, hand to hip, and we lift and lower. Like we have our heel sliding up a wall. I want you to really think about that length and that top side. Squeeze and lift. Good, let's go 5 more. So you should feel a nice stretch down that top side of your body, maybe in the hip, maybe in the ribs. 3, just creating that length, that space. 2, 1 more, and then taking that top leg and bringing it back just a little bit. So the heel's slightly behind. Notice the knee wants to lift, push it down, and then let's lift and lower. So just a little further back here. So just getting a bit deeper into the glutes. Keep reaching out of the leg. Let the weight of the leg as it comes down even offer a bit of a stretch if you're tight in the pelvis. Make sure the shoulders are stacked and square. Good work. We go 4 more. And 3. Nice job. 2 more here. And then last one, and we take that leg, we turn it slightly. So internal rotation, and then pull it back as far as you can before you feel your spine wanting to come into extension. Tap the toe, and then lift, and then tap, and up. Tap, squeeze the glute lift. Tap, and up. 5 more. We tap, good. 4, tap, good. 3, tap, 2. 1 more time, and then come back to that neutral position. Pull that top leg forward. Give it a little pulse, pulse, point, squeeze it back. Flex, pull forward. We pulse, pulse, point, and squeeze it back. 3 more times. Flex. 1, 2, point and back. Last 2. 1, 2, squeeze and back. Let's do that again. 1, 2. This may feel good. This may feel terrible. 1 more time. Why not? We come forward. 1, 2, and then we come back. Take those knees together. Slide the bottom arm under. Lift yourself up into a plank. You can stay here with bent knees, or you can step 1 foot out or both feet out. Top arm up to the sky, rotating the top arm underneath. Look to the left. Inhale, we open. Expand the chest. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we open. 3 more, we twist. Inhale, expand and open. And 2, we twist and expand and open. 1 more time, twist. Expand and open, and then take yourself back into that front plank on those toes. Good, now squeeze that left quadricep. Lift the right leg up and hold it here. Point your right toes. So right leg lifts, right toes are pointed, and drive your left heel back. Pulse that left heel back. So you're sending the body back. We go 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Lift the left leg up. Send that right heel back. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Working through the toes. Working that toe joint. Really coming forward. Driving back and switch. 3, 2, 1. 1 more each side. We go 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1. Now both of your toes onto the mat. Press yourself up into the top of a push-up or high plank position. Walk your hands back to your feet. Keeping the body weight stacked over the feet, we roll up. Breathe in at the top. Roll your bodies down, bone by bone. We come down into that roll down. Exhaling, hands to the mat. Walk your body forward. Find that plank position. If you were in class yesterday, maybe skip the push-ups. We have 3 push-ups. Bend the elbows and press up. 3, nice and slow and strong. Use the quads, use the abs, and then walk the hands back to the feet. Tucking that chin. Planting the heels, bone by bone, rolling up. Good. Breathing into the top. And again, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders in, rolling the body down. Walking the hands out, finding that push up. We've come down And we press the ground away. Press into those toes. Squeeze the quads. Nice push-ups, Kim. Good job, Ellie. Nice work, Kirsten. Kirsten, hips up just a little bit more belly in that push-up. One more, and then walk the hands back to the feet. One more time, we roll up. Roll the body down. Tucking the chin, rounding, we roll down. Coming all the way forward. We hold, and we press up, down and up. 3. We stay in our push-up position after this. 2, 1, stay in your push-up. Take a breath in, and then on a count of 5, we lower down to the mat. We go 5, 4, 3. Kristen, you look so strong in your shoulders. 2, good job, Laura. 1, all the way down. Forehead to the mat, untuck your toes. Sweep the arms beside your hips. Palms are down to the floor. Arms are straight, so turn your palms down for me. All right, I want you to squeeze the low belly, lift the head, press the chest forward and up, and then pick those arms up. So arms are lifted. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and let's pulse the arms up to the sky. We pulse and pulse and pulse. Kim and Shauna, turn the palms so they face the ground. Yes. So turn them, there you go. So we're in what we call anatomical position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. We're going to do that again. We will lift the chest, the head, and then lift the arms and hold that. Pause that there. Turn the palms so they face inwards, like you're going to be arrested, and then squeeze your palms together like you're squeezing a circle or a beach ball in between your hands. Squeeze and squeeze. We go 5, straighten those elbows. 4, work the triceps. Kirsten, tuck the chin in slightly. 3, good. 2, 1, and then release that down. Stretch the arms straight out in front of you. Pinkies to the floor, thumbs to the sky. Lift the arms, squeeze the glutes, the legs lift, the chest lifts. And then we swim. Right arm, left leg come higher. Left arm, right leg come higher. Don't worry about going quick here. Keep the body still. Find the connection of shoulder blade to glute. Don't bend your knees. Squeeze those quadriceps. Lift from the glutes. Work those hamstrings for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Press the hands into the floor. Take a shell stretch or child's pose. Let those sitting bones collapse to the heels. Bring yourself into a 4-point kneel, tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Keep those knees bent as you press your sitting bones up high to the sky, but those knees are bent down in towards your chest. And then I want you to straighten your legs as you drive the heels to the mat, and then bend the knees. Do that again. Straighten the legs. So keep those hips lifted. All right, so as those knees bend in, don't drop the hips. You just come onto the balls of the feet. We do that one more time. Drive the heels down, straighten the backs of your legs, and then walk your hands slowly back to your feet. Let your body drape over the thighs. Let it sway from side to side. And then pausing in the center. Taking a breath in, tailbone tucks. Bring your arms with you. Let the arms lift with the head. Taking that left palm to the left thigh as the right arm reaches and stretches up and over. And then lifting up, taking the left palm, right hand to the thigh, stretching up and over. And then bringing yourself tall, soften your eyes, settle your body weight on all 4 corners of your feet, soften the knees, allow the collarbones to settle onto your first rib. Take one deep breath in, expanding in all 4 sides of the body. And then exhale, let everything relax. Great work today, ladies. Thanks for coming out on this Thursday evening, first Thursday of January. I'm just going to hit stop here.